mark on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Did a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for K.J. Hill.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard.
Number 20, Tony Pollard.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Uwosu on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
At the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Wiggles free. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score. Greg Zuerlein for the Cowboy field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And Zerlein's kick is good.
He is good.
And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Chargers.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Austin Eckler.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 59 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. To try again after the sack. Prescott, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Complete. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
32-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. And good throw here. That's complete.
Prescott.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Flushed out right.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
7. Cowboys.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this one complete to Lee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up. This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
It's hit, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
At the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. K.J. Hill there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. And
there he goes, Amari Cooper. The 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
Lining up for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Left side is complete to Reed. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 37.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
13. Mike Badgley to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw here is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third down.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Prescott on first down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To Will Dissly.
From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Here comes Nelson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Herbert off of play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here, you're as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Now Prescott. Room to run past midfield. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. The Dallas passing game definitely in sync. They've got another first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The ball carrier.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 36, Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once more, here's Eckler. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Jalen Smith. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Prescott's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
By Derwin James.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the Cowboys.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 37 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first
and now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Joe Reed, the intended receiver.
And now it's second down.
It's now
an incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Herbert. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up with that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
K.J. Hill, the one he was looking for.
But it'll be 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. 16 yards, a first down.
3-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Right side, Henry's got it.
That's good.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 7-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
K.J. Hill, the one he was looking for.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. That's Clinton-Dix with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Breaks a tackle. He's got an alley. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's King. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers down by 10, a minute 7 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Herbert. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Chido Awuzie with a pick. And they finally put it into this return. But not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Henry.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Herbert throwing again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. K.J. Hill. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
Is no good.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
So this one will end in a victory.